Alrighty, Saturday night. Which some people have declared all right for fighting. But we shan't have any of that. Let me... Okay. Let me see my video ideas. Oh, that was fucking unsettling for a second. My Trello wasn't working. Very unsettling. Decided if I'm going to make any videos tonight. Maybe just chat. Hey, Hannah, by the way, and Loogie, and Strictly Sega, and Heine. Look at us all rocking in. Yeah, like the chicken thumbnail. I had to, when I saw it was Chicken Respect Day, Respect for Chickens Day, I had to do it. Hannah won't be here for long. Well, thanks for dropping in. Oh, gosh. Cried 3 times, bought fruit while laughing hysterically. I hope the fruit's good, okay? And so this is a calm, chill time with no expectations, okay? This is gentle support and no expectations on how long you stay or what frame you're in. Stay for as long as it feels good, you know? That's what it should all be about. Oh, God, there's the microphone again. What the hey? It's all good in the hood. I could put the microphone on this. Wait, I don't think this is even plugged in. Okay, is the sound sus today? Because I just realized the microphone's not plugged in, so it'll be using the webcam sound. I don't know if I can change that live. Sounds echoey. Okay, let's fix that. Get the Yeti microphone, put it right here. Settings, audio. Yeti. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. Did that improve the sound? That should have improved the sound. I was never like together enough to watch any Star Wars today. I just crashed out. I did watch an episode of Shogun, and then I've been doing stuff all day. So you're fine. Crying because you hadn't slept in worksheet. Yeah. Yeah. Get fruit. Why not? Star Wars talking. Proved it has. Well, yes. So long as you know where your towel is, Anna. The number one tip from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, don't panic. Alrighty, so I have confirmed in my little mind, I am not making any videos tonight. I'm just chilling like a villain. Hey, Heine. Heine and Greg and I went and shot an interview at a whiskey bar. I was happy with the interview. Tomorrow I'll start playing with the recording. Greg and Heine recorded the interview. I'm going to edit as it's like trial run for the documentary idea. Brain got a bit overloaded. It happens. But that's the thing. You got to look after yourself when that happens, Hannah. Aren't you getting it? May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Ah,
Shiza. I didn't bring a skewer in for a cocktail cherry. And I do love my cocktail cherries. So excuse me very briefly while I run out and get one. I should fucking keep it. No, forget it. Yeah. All right. After umming and ahhing a bit, I've decided I am going to keep cocktail skewers in here. Just have to take them out and wash them each day and then remember to bring them back. Speaking of cherries, where's the jar? And I'm going to put some orange peel in it too. I'm going to have to use this orange up. Well, that's high hopes. Going to be more rational tomorrow. Maltese is an early bedtime. I mean, honestly, that sounds good. That's a good one, Heine. The 10th of the 10th. X. Use up this orange peel. Orange peel seems to be reacting with my clarified cocktail. Hey, Music Elevator, how you doing? Oh, I feel like the color's weird tonight. What can I do about that? It's like white balance is out. But if I... Ooh, that's even weirder. Or is it? Or is that better? I'm just sepia toned. What is that? Okay, now it's woof. Now it's really sepia toned. Okay, so what happens if I do this? Oh my god, look at that. So that's one extreme. That's the other extreme. Maybe color intensity a bit more. Oof, god damn it. You know what? I think I'm overthinking it. Streaming from the 1950s. Oh, actually, I know one thing to make me a bit less beigey, actually. There. I don't know. It's got a mind of its own. Or possibly streaming from inside a bowl of piss. Oh, I know. Jesus, I know what's getting to me. I don't have any color in the background. Yeah, see, that makes a difference. That was the problem. That was the whole problem. The lights in the background not on. Yeah, I know. You I think we thought of it at the same time. So that was the problem. The background lights. All right, let's going to get a cherry. Or two. Hate-related meme on the Discord. Let me see. Le Discord. Discordia. Sorry, I like this. Where are we? May the 4th. LARPing, LARPing with a lightsaber. I like it. Stab. From hell's dark heart, I stab at thee. All right. I think I might even have some eggnog tonight. I've got eggnog aging in the fridge, and I should have some of it. And a nice eye twitch inducing one from Dr. Abigail. Spock saying, 4th of May be with you. Here's the thing, having been brought up Catholic and do the sign of peace during the service where it's call and response. First person says, peace be with you, and you respond by saying, and also with you. So that Catholic upbringing, every time someone says, may the force be with you, I always want to reply, and also with you. Man, that was a tasty drink. Anyway, finishing off my clarified cocktail. And I've used up all the peel on my orange. So I'll juice that and I'll make another clarified cocktail tomorrow. Loogie, after the stream ended, went for a walk. Someone dropped $20 a weed. Oh, yeah. A late 420 present. I also don't know what $20 worth of weed looks like. Because I've might sound like I'm joking, but I've never bought weed in my life. Because I don't smoke. So music gave it a growing up hill song. Didn't do call and response. Oh no. All right, so 2 bowls also. Okay, yeah, that is meaning to me. Still, score. I remember being at a dance party in the 90s and found some pills on the floor. Like they're in a bag, and it's just nondescript capsules with like gray powder in them. And so I was going to my friends, I just found this on the dance floor. What do you reckon it is? And the general consensus was, don't take it. And I didn't. I was just like, it's weird and vaguely tempting to take the mystery pills on the dance floor, but just seemed like a bad idea, so I didn't do it. New measurement amount. Miles, meters, weed versus dollar amount. Well, to try and explain the cost of alcohol to people overseas, like when I'm doing stuff for my YouTube cocktail channel, when I'm talking about how expensive a bottle was, I feel like it's pointless to say the Australian dollar amount, and even just converting it to foreign currency doesn't make sense because there's the tax element that they don't pay in other countries. So I just like relate it to how many bottles of Jack Daniels you could buy for the same amount of money. So yes, my most expensive bottles are like 5 bottles of Jack Daniels. And it's funny, even when I put it like that, like I'm sure some people would say, well, wouldn't you rather have 5 bottles of Jack Daniels? No, I wouldn't actually. And that maybe makes me weird, but when have I ever shied away from embracing being weird? So, yes, that's my international unit of monetary measure. bottles of Jack Daniels. When you're 25 working at Taco Bell, found a kilo of Coke. Oh no. Yes, that's too much. That's too much. And you just like someone's got to trace it back to you. And it's just like, yeah. Yeah, you never know what the fuck the story was behind that and who saw what. But every now and then you hear these stories of like masses of cocaine washing up on beaches, obviously from either a boat that sank or a boat that was going to be inspected by the Coast Guard and they chucked everything overboard. So people just go on the meet like, yep, all big things of cocaine parcels wrapping on beach. I swear to God. Yes, officer, I would turn that in. Wink, wink. Hey, Rays, what's up, man? How are you doing? But I feel like that's happened a bit in the last year. Cocaine washing up on beaches. It's a bit weird. That it that happened a couple times. Well, yes, when you buy it off the street, but that's I mean these what I was talking about, Ray, is those. It's been in the news a couple times in the last year. Blocks of cocaine washing up on the beach. That's going to be uncut. You reckon? Okay. You reckon if it washes up on purpose, someone's trying to distract the cops? Yeah. Well, yeah, I always assumed it was either a boat that sank or they chucked some stuff overboard. You reckon the blocks are the same? Well, okay. I don't know shit. So I just kind of thought maybe they bring it in and then, as you say, cut it with fentanyl and who the hell knows what. So, Musical Aviator, first foray into editing photos with AI. Look into editing. It looks like a dead body on the wing of a plane later, too. Oh my God. Okay. But also, it's just kind of, weird how casually the word AI gets thrown around. But also, it kind of it is AI. Like if I use like an automatic tone adjuster, that's AI. You reckon all the cocaine's cut when it gets in the country? See, again, I don't know shit. So just trying to sound cool like I'm one of the drug kids, and I'm just not. I do remember someone who's a dead person now, so I won't mention names. It was AZ, had this grand idea of having a cocaine party, and I had a job, and I said, and because I never took drugs with AZ. Okay, no, I didn't. But he had the idea of, oh, you're doing a cocaine party, I know where to get some. And I was like, well, I got a job. I'll, be Santa and buy. Tell me how much it would be. And he looked into it and he's like $750, and that'll cover a few of us for the party. And I was like, no, fuck off. For one night, that's stupid as fuck. I don't want that much pressure to have a good time. It's like, God damn, no. That's ridiculous. He seemed surprised that I thought that was stupid. And he renewed your license online. They gave you a 44-cent surcharge. Dang 'em. So music over. You don't know how the AI image manipulation does it, but I told the AI some random origin object I can see in the background I don't want to. Yeah, it is actually quite good at doing that now. $5.50 a gram. No, it's 2 years. Yeah, well, that's probably what AIDS was talking about. And I was just like, no. You smoke weed and like sanity. Oh, it was a mofo song. Were you saying you got struck down with the flu? I'm slightly overdue to get my flu jab. Work is covering it. I get my shit together. I'll get it this week. And probably a COVID booster as well. Other wafting the mouse around them a bit. Yeah. Yeah. No, they're actually getting quite good at that. Yeah. No, books are good drugs too. Have a crack party. I mean, you know, I'm just doing the alcohol. You know, hopefully not to excess, but oh, poor Abigail needs some sleeps. Did you have a big day? You're out doing stuff today? There was a joke. Alexei Sayle, you know, 80s alternative commission. He's still around, but he was big in the 80s. And he had a thing for how to simulate doing cocaine. He said, sandpaper the inside of your nose and then snort a couple of lines of Ajax, all the while tearing up your money. And that's exactly like doing cocaine. I like that. Heine, your drug of choice, DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't think Abigail was doing a drinking, not hungover, maybe just been doing stuff today. So you'll know, everyone will know you're on drugs because you stopped buying the other things. Oh, it was a Magic the Gathering day, right? And a fuck sleep cycle. Oh, okay, fair enough. But I think if you feel like you're falling asleep, you need to do it. Hannah, banned from walking into the book department because you don't leave without something new. It's like you need a chaperone when you're around the book department. No, Dr. Abigail. Speaking books, I finished the audio book Chuck Tingle's Camp Damascus today. It was good. It was as for someone who's famous for the quirky, weird, silly things, you know, pounded in the butt by my T-Rex dinosaur lawyer. This was just a very straight ahead story. It was a good story, good characters. Enjoyed it. Raise, anyone's watching. No, you don't condone usage. Yes, well, it's probably you know, you can just say no. It's not about you. It's about people you hung out with. Yeah. Sorry, Hannah. There were 3 of you banned by your boss from talking while you're on the same shift because you spent your whole week's paying 20 minutes after talk. Damn. Oh, you're around from JB Hi-Fi. Oh gosh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, see, that's the thing. I'm trying vainly to stop buying bottles of booze because I just buy too much. But it's like, again, to 99% of the population, my bottle collection's stupid and insane. But to serious booze, it's pretty mediocre. Serious booze people, it's pretty mediocre. You spent 20 minutes. Have you read this? Have you read this? Read this. And then you've all got the books and an empty wallet. Yeah, I get it. Haven't been able to sleep 2 days. Lay down in your couch. As soon as you hit the pillow, you're gone. Oh, yeah. I also like it. I haven't. My lounge is actually really good for sleeping on. Also, my bed is lovely. Those moments when you're really tired and you lie down and it's just like you feel like your body's sinking into it. It's just like, oh. And you're right, Hannah. Those are the only 2 options. And I don't want to drink more. So I'm going to buy less is the plan anyway. And I have shown some fucking restraint recently. Honestly, several of my favorite dispensers of alcoholic beverages have advertised a limited bottle that sounded really fucking good. Didn't get them. I think 3 or 4 releases recently. I was like, Oh my God, that sounds really fucking good. No, don't get it. But, you know, I went away on the weekend and, you know, specifically to visit a distillery, but I needed some backup white rum. So I did get a bottle of white rum. Similar conversation with your friend. She stockpiles shampoo. She's got enough for 8 years. Needs to shower more or shop less. Well, I just made up the figure that if I stopped buying, it would take me 2 years to get through all that. I think that might be understating it because, I mean, you know, how many bottles have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24. Yeah, that's 100. Oh my God. Yeah, no, that's maybe I've got maybe a 3, 4, 5 year supply. Definitely more than 2. At least 3, maybe as much as I was just thinking of all the bottles, and I don't go through like, if I just worked on a bottle, even saying I could get through 1 in a week is probably an exaggeration. I probably can't. Uh, so it'd probably be I reckon it'd be 4 or 5 years to get through all those bottles. I know, crazy talk. Hello, creamy treats on Twitch. Hello. As I always explain to people who watch on Twitch, I'm using something called StreamYard to multi-stream. Most people watch me on YouTube. Some people watch me on Twitch. Even occasionally, some people watch me on Facebook. Yeah, at one point, Strictly Sega, I started adding up. And like, there's a collection that's been built up over 4 or 5 years. But yep, I didn't like the number, and so I stopped calculating. Consider booze a hobby. Yeah. Yeah, no, the shampoo is actually a weird one. Bottles of next round 70s booze from the other week. Yes. I've still got some of the 70s booze. I haven't used it up. Yeah, I'm not a wino. Yeah. Oh, well, Jesus Christ. But yes, there is some wine that's absurdly expensive, but some of my spirit bottles are absurdly expensive, and I keep getting advertised ones that are ridiculously priced. Never slept behind a dumpster. Oh, sorry, no, you have slept behind dumpsters. So the couch isn't up to 8K. Damn. Yeah. So yum. That's fucking good. I like clarified cocktails. They're yummy. I already have an idea for the next one. Oh gosh, you're just waiting. Oh, right. Okay, you're waiting for the troll. The username did sound like they were going to say something silly, quite honestly. But they I love okay. The only reason I block our well-known sad obsessed troll is because they'll just spam the comments because they're so fucking childish. I'll try it. Next troll that shows up, I'll let you unleash on them, Rays. Become a goon sack connoisseur. Nice. Yes, I did survive Drop Bear Day, Nug. It's disturbing that the Drop Bears have their own day, aka Wild Koala Day. And now it's Chicken Day. Oh, everyone gets a day, don't they? You got some pent up frustration. All right. You enjoy it so much. If we get a troll, I will leave them there for a while so you can just fillet them. Fillet? That's always up for argument, I think. Do you say fillet or fillet? Oh God, I was getting in an argument with Americans today. Not an argument, a discussion. Some friends doing a live stream, other YouTube cocktail channels, and I started going on about how Americans drive me nuts when they leave letters out of words. Like they say aluminum instead of aluminium. And Dr. Abigail's pet hates solder instead of solder. Yeah, you may be right, Loogie. Ray's needs a punching bag. And Letter Troll Chill completely ignored these. The only reason like I block them is the pricks who will just flood the comments because they're so desperate to get attention. Yeah. I mean, I am kind of like, why did they stop spelling words? But at least they say color. I mean, like they leave letters out of the pronunciation. They say aluminum instead of aluminium, solder instead of solder, and the insistence of saying herb instead of herb. And they pronounce the E so hard. Like if you're a Cockney, you say, put some herbs on me. If you say herbs, that's one thing. But the way the Americans pronounce the E so hard, they go herbs. And it's just like, what the fuck? What are you fucking doing? Yeah, but again, accents is one thing. Accents is one thing, but literally just saying words wrong annoys me. Bottle of water. Yeah, that's a very Cockney thing, not saying the T's. So it's a bottle of water. But that's accent. That's a bit different. Eat a chicken fillet, but you fillet your chicken when you cut it. That's kind of where I sit with it too. They had random L's. Like both. Oh, and they say sport in sports. I don't know. They're very weird. I think if you use an upper class English accent, you sound pretend. Yeah, if you say, and I tend to say, dance instead of dance. Castle, not castle. Luke, you're gonna post a video of words you want to hear in an accent. Nice. Oh yeah, that's what they do. They say math instead of maths and sports instead of sport. No brought it up too. There you go. Snap. Unleash the Lego. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, actually. Key to upper class English is always to show your upper teeth, but never move your lips. Frightfully good English. Don't you know? God, I think I was fucking channeling, what's his name? That's really helpful of me, isn't it? I do a really bad accent, a really bad impersonation, and say, I'm trying to do what's his name. That really makes a lot of sense. French sounds like they're looking down at you. I mean, but they are the bloody French. Strictly Sega. Can't say Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull. Yeah. Castle just sounds weird, but different parts of Australia say castle. Reference how much it hurts step perfect. No, I wasn't really. Peter, you can do any accent and say you're doing Peter Sellers because he did so many characters. No, it was Hans Gruber. And I'm already forgetting his name. I'm doing an extremely bad impression of him. And he was in Harry Potter as well. Severus. Oh, I'm remembering his character names. Alan Rickman. Thank you, Strictly Sega. Does everyone agree I was doing an absolutely fucking shit Alan Rickman there? Yeah, fuck the name, Randy. Actually, yeah, no. Yes, I was doing the guy with the face. Yes. He's got the whole thing. Eyes, nose, even a mouth. Yeah, it was Snape. I was doing Snape. Yeah. Yes, it was more what I was doing was Kermit Rickman. Yes. I called out, but I accept it. Feel sorry for American who visits UK with the name. Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Sounded like Steve Coogan. All I'm saying is I'm very bad at impressions. I'm extremely bad at impressions. Oh, and I ask you what route you took. I remember seeing a singer called Christine Levin, and she had a song talking about uh, social games of baseball in the park. And there was a line, and she's playing live to an Australian audience. And there's a line in the songs, it's root, 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 root for both teams. And and she's playing live and she sings that. And then she really quickly goes, that means something else where I come from. I get a 3 out of 10 for Kermit the Rickman. That's harsh. You just stop any Randys from getting in the country. Thank you, Hannah. You're giving me an out there. I'm so good at impressions. I was doing a couple at the same time. Oh yes, the Alan Partridge character. I know who you're talking about. You're also making me think. Steve Coogan did those movies with Rob. What's his name? And where they're traveling, and there's one where they both do their Michael Caine impersonations, and their Michael Caine impersonations are slightly different, but still both pretty good. But it's kind of funny they do Michael Caine differently. But you're going, yeah, you're doing Michael Caine, yeah, The Trip, all the Trip movies, yes. You can kind of do Green Goblin, but you'd be closer to Mark Hamill's Joker. Ah! What fascinates me about the Trip movies is because they're fiction, but they're using their own names and whatnot. And they make themselves look like assholes. They really make themselves look bad. Oh, that was it. One of them does young Kane and the other one does old Kane. Yeah. What's that the guy's name? Rob? Oh, I'm blanking on his last name. Okay, Hannah, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a while. Get an early night, snuggle with a teddy bear, and take very good care of yourself. That's him, Rob Brydon. Thank you. He's always on those English panel shows, which I do have a little bit of a weakness for. I think there's probably too many of them. They keep trying to, like QI was so, but I mean, they used to do stuff back in radio. There's an old BBC show which was running, I think, since at least the 60s or 70s called I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. How well can I do Michael Caine's speech from The Dark Knight? People want to, oh God. Okay, if I try to do Michael Caine, it's going to be so bad. But I maybe should try and do a really bad Michael Caine. Rays, you need sleep, but you need gym. Need not to fuck your sleeping pattern. Yeah, it's a fucking challenge, dude. I no. Every time I try to in my head try to do Michael Caine, I'm just gonna fuck it up. Just going. Some people just want to see the world, but that's so bad. That was. Oh my God, that was like a drag queen voice. I don't know what I was doing there. Some people just want to watch the world burn. 8 out of 10 cats. Yeah, that's another one. But there are so fucking many of them. Oh my God, that's terrible. And then I just can't stop myself from trying to do it again. And I'm so bad at it. She was only 16. No, oh my God. It's like not even close. That's terrible. Yes. Nobody knew who I was till I put on the accent. I'd rather do like Bricktop from Snatch, East End gangster thing. Like, do you know what the word nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution. In the person of an horrible cunt, namely me. I'm just, dude, I can't do anyone's voice. Miss Mock the Week. That's right. They stopped doing Mock the Beak. We're on Dara O'Brien. Yeah. I was not talking about any Prince guy, but you know, that's yeah. All right, you're on board with my East End gangster and accent. Don't think, Errol, is going to hurt yourself. I shouldn't do so much of it if I was you. Bricktop was a good character. I fucking love Bricktop. As in, not love, he was awful. He was terrible. What have I told you about thinking, Errol? You're going to hurt yourself if you keep that up. There was a really silly movie a few years, like maybe 5-10 years ago, called Cockneys versus Zombies. And it had all these East End actors in it, and shit, it was fun. It was stupid as hell, but it was really enjoyable. It was like, when there was just zombie movies coming out all the time. Oh God, a Trump impersonation. Again, this is going to be extremely bad. I mean, some people say that I'm maybe the greatest live streamer in the world. You know, I'm making live streaming great again. And I'm not even wearing a diaper. I don't know why people say I'm wearing a diaper. It's just, I have very spongy pants. I have spongy pants. They're the best spongy pants. It's not a diaper. Some people say there's a terrible smell around me, and I don't know what they're talking about. You like my Trump? It's terrible. Donnie from Queens. Oh my God. Sexy Beast, Ben Kingsley as a fucking nightmare. Like, it's so funny. Ben Kingsley's most famous for being a serious actor and doing Gandhi, and he's a fucking nightmare in Sexy Beast. All right, so we're all on board with my Trump. Okay. Jesus. Oh God, this is also giving me a flash. A Blind Boy podcast when Trump was president, he used to do a thing where he'd read Trump tweets in the voice of your drunk limerick auntie. And it was so funny because he's just doing this accent, and it was a Trump tweet, but it was like, and it was like your drunk old auntie, and it's like some people. No, I can't even do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. More cogent than the real one. Like, yeah, I didn't try and do any 4-syllable words. He's really bad. I mean, here's the thing. So, yeah, Mofo, people failing upwards. When a criminal simpleton can become US president, it's just like there is no such thing as a meritocracy. The whole idea of meritocracy is absolute bullshit. It's just entrenched power. Drinkers. Oh, what are we? Okay. 8:44. I'm going to take a glass and I'm going to go and get some of my eggnog and bring it back. And you know what? Because it's Respect Chickens Day, I should actually put chickens into. Okay. I got a little. What's the point of. Look at this. This little cable. What's the point of that? What's that going to connect? I don't even know what that is. All right. Put it in a drawer and get rid of it. It was on the floor getting in the way. Come on, get in there. Get. Oh, stop it. Bloody hell. Put the chickens in charge when I go out. The voice of someone intending to go to America. I have no opinion on the politics. Amazing country. America. Yeah, I know it's an Ethernet. It's just such a short Ethernet cable. It just doesn't seem useful to me. Anyway, chickens in charge. America, fuck yeah. Chicken's in charge. Anyway, I'm only going to be gone a very short time, a minute or so. All right, chickens, how did everything go while I was away? I hope it went well. All right. Get out of the way, chickens. You over there. I have my eggnog. I think this batch of eggnog is not quite right. No, I'm back on board with that eggnog. This I actually made. This is mostly 70s booze, brandy and whiskey. Yummy. Gun control. Jokes, lol. Yeah. Oof. That's a whole thing. God, I got so into eggnog last Christmas. This one, what's this? This one's been aging about a month. I'd had in my head this wasn't great. It is actually good. Yum. It's really yum. Got some other ones that have been aging since December. The idea of which was to age one for 12 months and have it next Christmas. See what I think of 12-month aged eggnog. Is DreamHack still on? I thought that was like last weekend. Ooh, you had a meeting, a thing that you were not expected to do? Yep, no, that eggnog is good. Why did I ever doubt my eggnog? It's good eggnog. It's not the best batch. It's not the best batch, but it's not bad. You didn't pay attention. Okay, so it was last weekend that DreamHack was on? Young Mr. Angry works in a bar that often ties into events like that. So he was very busy last weekend with a DreamHack going on. All the nerds coming into his nerd bar. Oh, okay. So you were talking to WA Paul. Okay. Was that for potential work or what? Yes, considering your past. Again, Rays, we're all going to say you never did anything criminal. It was just people around you. That's why you know all that stuff. Are you saying avoid St. Louis? I think Rays is going to be somewhere in the south. I'm sure there were anime cat girls there. Yes, nerds. I always love doing that because I'm such a fucking nerd. So just to randomly go, nerds! You're a colossal nerd yourself. That one's hitting its peak. I think that's the best it's been. There was something not quite right with the mix in that one. So it's only good as opposed to fantastic. But that hasn't been fantastic. Oh, wow. So cops basically said they'd be keen to have you. No. That's right. North Carolina. That's where you're going. That's the plan. The plan. The man with a plan. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm extremely glad I had that eggnog. It was yummy. And I'm back on board with my eggnog. Now, mind you, the one that's it's not 6 months old yet. 5.5 months old now. It's really yummy. I had a taste test of it a while back, and it was like, fuck yeah, creamy goodness. That's sounding a bit sus, honestly. I'm gulping down some creamy goodness. So you reckon avoid the mountains and the banjos in North Carolina? Are you going to be in Charlotte? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Mofo, VTubers are real idols. Oh, yeah. Apparently it's a big thing. Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking on it. I mean, yeah, go to the fucking academy, man. Whatever, you know. Yes, don't go around the mountains. Yeah. The hill folk. All the hill folk are up there. All right. I'm thinking on what. Okay, I might have. Oh, alcoholic beverage. God, I just went out. I should have got it then. But I didn't know how quick I was going to drink my egg. Yum. That's fucking yum. Fucking yum, man. I'm sure there is a lot of moonshine in the North Carolina mountains. And you don't want to ask about it, is the big thing. Yeah. There's the original moonshiners. I'm speaking, it's not moonshine, but I did top up my freezer martini, and it should be quite different. It should be tasting quite different compared to how it was last night. A bit of very cold water to cleanse my palate. I was just thinking, it's making me think of the zones in Red Dead Redemption, the Murphy Brood. You're up in the hills in Red Dead, and the Murphy Brood are going to get you. The people at Butcher Creek who are all fucked up as well. Not necessarily evil, but that's Murphy Brood country, and they are evil. They are twisted fucks. There's a whole bunch of random encounters in Red Dead where you find the Murphy Brood have bushwhacked some people and murdered them. And if you're really quick, you can save the people or some of the people. If you're not quick enough, you can just avenge them by killing the Murphy Brood. Oh, yeah, no, the Appalachians. Oof. Not to say there's not good people in the Appalachians. Of course there are, but Jesus Christ, there's some hardcore shit up there. All right, I'm going to get my freezer martini because I want to taste what it tastes like now because I changed it. All right. I think I'll do the mini teeny tonight. I've got my almost fucking broke one of my glasses there. Put it in. Got my coupette. I did big martini last night. I think I'll do a little martini tonight in my coupette. Oh, yeah. Noog, you got a story about the Appalachians? All right. Freezer martini, y'all. Oh, that's so cold. Ooh, that's good. I have not heard of the town Vulcan in West by God, Virginia. Tell me about the town of Vulcan. Was that micro? Half aircraft noises in Australia last year were filed by one man who filed complaints. That is an incredible piece of trivia. Man, that guy must be fucking angry. Can you imagine having a conversation with someone who would do that 20,000 times? How do you even do that? If you filed 10 a day every single day, that's only 3,650. So, Jesus. So he's like filing 40 or 50 a day? That's 40 or 50 complaints a day. Jesus Christ. Race. Had to report them. Didn't care how loud it was. Tried. Yeah, I don't know. That's a real weird guy. Okay, so Noog, Vulcan, a mining town dating back to the early 20th century. Only went to town as a bridge, private access road owned by the railroad. Okay. So here's the thing. We're kind of joking about people in the Appalachians, but the people of West Virginia in particular got fucked over by these companies. I think maybe I just want to top that up with water. It's good. Oh, maybe some bitters. Where's my umami bitters? Umami, umami, mami, moo. Umami, moo. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's my umami bitters? We'll put some orange bitters in. Because that's kind of traditional with a martini. Union songs. I like union songs. I like that, Loogie. You treated yourself. Enough water left in the kettle to make coffee this morning. It is nice. It's music. What are you saying? Flight sim tomorrow between Orlando and Atlanta. Root names are D-Star, Wookiee, Chewie, Boba Fett, Jedi, and Luke. Nice. Michael, yesterday accidentally rizzed a gay man. Set up a date for smoothies. Well, hey, dude. You know, what the hey? Nothing to say about Major. I love it when you do that, Rays, honestly. So, no, still talking about this town. Some point in the 70s, a storm hit and destroyed the bridge. Local bar owner, failed carny, turned mayor, try to get help. Okay, I think this is going to be quite the story. Okay, that's funny. You're just natural good nature seemed like you were hitting on the dude. A Feels Guy meme. Which side are you on? Bushing the mining company's motorcade on the way to Harlan. Noise. You're looking for a smoothie date with a guy. Well, yeah, you never know your luck, Loogie. Take some tips from Micro. So just keep going. You're hilarious. And there's the whole thing. Okay, so more of the story from Noog. So West Virginia wanted Kentucky to pay. Kentucky wanted West Virginia to pay. Federal government wanted them to sort it out. Okay, this is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? It should feel nice, Micro, that just your natural thing made someone go, oh, yeah, nice. I like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. I'm going to put a bit of orange bitters in here. I need a funnel to do that, and I don't have a funnel in here. Where the fuck is my umami bitters? Oh, actually, no, this one. Chinese 5-spice. I've had this for far too long. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Superfoods. There's my umami bit. Okay. Okay. I've had this one forever. Chinese secret bitters. I think there's dust on it. I don't think I've used this in ages. All right. But I'm going to put a drop on the back of my hand. That's not bad. And in comparison, my umami bitters. Man, they're super salty. Little bit of that. Oh, man. That's so fucking salty. That's like shrimp. Some of that. Make it a bit more dirty. Oh, what am I doing? There you go. I'm going to top that up with water and put it back in the freezer. All right. Ugh, move stuff. Repeat stuff. Repeat. So where do we go? So, okay, so no one had paid for it. So the mayor did something unorthodox. He appealed to the Foreign Aid Office of the USSR. And the USSR offered to pay just to embarrass the US. So is this the guy who wanted to take you on the smoothie date, Micro? If you actually dated ladies, be like, oh, how the fuck you get him? Yeah, that's not fair. But Mopo, did the bridge get fixed by the USSR? That's the thing. Well, there was a lot of stupid stuff in the Cold War, but some interesting stuff came out of it. So yeah, so the USSR saying they were going to pay for it made the government say that would make sense. And yes, the space race was kind of an offshoot of the Cold War as well. Okay. I'll be trying that freezer martini again next week sometime. Yes, I like the letter opens with, Dear Mr. Brezhnev, I like your eyebrows. Oh, right. Okay. So you're saying the dude who wants to take you on a smoothie date, mad fit, could bench you. Okay. Well, what can we say, Micro? Your charm worked, brother. It's that simple. All right. Okay. I have my non-alcoholic drink. And actually, God, now I think I need a pee break. Ridiculous. Sorry, we've got the great second line for the letter to Brezhnev. Your eyebrows are thick and strong like a good bridge. Coincidentally, I need a bridge as strong as your eyebrows. Well, you know, you're halfway there, having the effect on a ripped gay dude. The channel's like, Chernobyl, awesome engineering, prime example of Russian design. Damn. Have you been reading up on the collapse of the USSR? Well, we're talking about Gorbachev there. He was trying to put in democratic reforms, or even his predecessor. See, that's the thing, Micro. You're winning over the gay side of the world. All right, I am actually going to have. No, I was thinking like, do I really desperately need a toilet break? Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna have some mineral water now. That's the thing, Micro. You may have down talked yourself, but there is obvious charm happening there. So it's the thing I think you should feel good about. Yes. Who would have thought mental health issues mean you're not thinking clearly? Well, that's like one of the slogans. Mrs. Angry has a few good slogans on little things on doors. And the key one, and I think that's key for the stream, don't believe everything you think. Because I think it's very important we understand our brains lie to us. Our brains lie to us all the time. And I'm not even talking about mental health challenges, which is very much our brain lying to us. But our brain interprets things, and some of those interpretations are just fucking wrong. Mofo, you think USSR had a lot of bullshit like USA? Well, it's very interesting to consider what would have happened if the USSR didn't develop nuclear weapons of their own, because we did have that decades-long standoff where no one was game to launch a nuke because the other side would also do it. If some particularly aggressive person in the US had gone, we need to nuke Moscow before they develop their own program, again, that would have been terrible, but what would have happened? I don't know. Yes, that's a lie that a lot of people's brains tell them. I should go back to my ex. Yeah. Yeah. It's life is crazy, man, honestly. Star Wars Day yesterday for us. Oh no, it's today. Sorry, I'm confused. It is still May the 4th here. So it's probably very early May the 4th for you. It's very late May the 4th for us. So thinking of the Star Wars. There's a new Star Wars series starting sometime soon, The Acolyte, which might be good. It's looking like an intense action-driven one. So, I don't know. Here's hoping it's actually going to be good. The Star Wars series have been a bit hit or miss. I haven't really hated any of them. But they've been a little bit all over the shop. Yeah, it's like time traveling or just easily confused. Fun fact, General Zhukov and Dwight Eisenhower are friends. Dwight Evans and Zhukov, Coca-Cola. For those who don't know, Zhukov was basically the commander of the Russian forces. But yeah, but then you get people like Patton, General Patton, who was full on, we should fucking we've got our troops in Europe, keep them going, roll them right into Russia and fucking take over. And then, I swear to God, in the modern day, it would be such a conspiracy theory. But then Patton was killed in a traffic accident in Paris. I was like, damn. That's a nice simple one, Ray. Start the day by making your bed. Have a shower. Work out, exercise, or walk. See? Look at it. Look at this man giving us good, solid life advice here. Andor was the best thing they've ever done. Boba Fett was fucking weird. It's like they didn't know what they were trying to do with it. I didn't hate it, but it was fucking weird. Obi-Wan was okay. Most of The Mandalorian was good. And you're right, people don't hate each other, governments hate each other, and we get sold it. No, Patton was World War II. There's probably MacArthur, who had some stupid ideas about Korea. Guy that the modern tank was named after was who is it? Sherman? I don't know who we're talking about here. You got a bone to pick over the 761st Tank Battalion and Black Panther. Oh, well, yeah. Not surprised he did something bad there. I think Jar Jar Binks is a Sith, honestly. That's the thing. Almost everyone agrees coffee makes you poo, though. Yes. Douglas MacArthur. MacArthur was a little bit unhinged. But Patton was wild because Patton was this absolute fucking maverick general who did some very amazing things. But he was also a bit of a fucking crazy man, quite honestly. You heard a YouTuber do a what if Obi-Wan, Darth Vader looking for Obi-Wan while Goose Chase, Obi not actually being anywhere he looks. No, I think Obi-Wan did some good stuff, and MacArthur was very passionate, but yeah, that can be dangerous with generals. Like Patton was an incredible general, and he was just a bit crazy. Like I said, just wanting to attack Russia at the conclusion of World War II was just because he was just rabidly anti-commie. So, yeah, but yeah, if you want a good movie, the George C. Scott movie Patton, with the old Hollywood actor George C. Scott plays Patton, extremely good movie. Obi-Wan was a fuck up, quite honestly. Oh yeah, the fucking Jedi are all fucked up generally. They're a bunch of losers. That's the history of the Jedi is being losers. As well, I always thought it was funny with the sequel trilogy, people being upset. No, Luke wouldn't do that. What, run away and hide? That's what Jedi do all the time. What did Yoda do when he fucked up and lost? What did Obi-Wan do when he fucked up and lost? They went and hid on planets in the middle of nowhere. It's what the Jedi do. They're fucking losers. And yes, Obi-Wan in the original trilogy was just a fucking liar. Yeah. Only deal in the episode, so I say Anakin was lost when he said the Jedi weren't evil; they were just fuck ups. I don't know. Autocorrect is stopping you from saying Sith. Are we saying top military? The way top military commanders work could definitely be called neuroatypical, because their big thing was thinking in ways that other people didn't think. So I don't think that's an unreasonable take, Mofo. Top military commanders on the spectrum seems plausible to me. So, the old think different thing. Whether it was Alexander the Great or George S. Patton, who knows? There's a good autocorrect. Changing fucking to ducking, but changing Sith to shit. Yeah. Actually, you're not far off the mark there, Jedi and the Sith. It's Protestants and Catholics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Mountbatten fucking sucked. But so did, like, Churchill, the Dardanelles campaign, which, like, led to the disaster of Gallipoli. That was fucking Churchill. Sorry, you're losing me here, mofo. Apple, that's not a computer. Commander, that's not a stick. I'm confused. Then again, it is actually quite easy to confuse me. So, excellent question. Are the Catholics the Sith or the Jedi? I'm going to go with Sith, actually, just because of their rigid discipline. Then you're probably flattering the Protestants by calling them the Jedi. Micro, you reckon Catholics are the Sith? Yeah, the Pope. It's all they're Sith. I think we're agreeing Catholics are the Sith. Ooh, sorry. I'm just getting fixated. This bitters bottle I had, it had a wax seal. I'm like, oh, it's the oddly satisfying peel off this wax. See if I can get this to all come off. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Oh, look at that. Look at that big thing of wax that came off. Hashtag oddly satisfying. It's like peeling off the plastic cover on new electronic components. Well, here's the thing. Yes, everything's for the greater good. There are no actions that are purely good. It's basically anything you do is going to have repercussions. You just got to do the best you can and then recognize your mistakes and try to make up for them. Anyone who obsessively talks about themselves doing, the absolute good, they're dangerous. They're very dangerous because pretty much every action has unforeseen or has the potential to create unforeseen circumstances that are bad. So we're all doing the greater good in caps. Oh yeah, dude, fucking make smart ass comments and watch. Yeah, sorry, we're all hooking in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm missing something or we're just latching on. Everyone's just typing the greater good, all caps. Also, a good name for a death metal band, the Greater Good. Oh, we're all referencing Hot Fuzz. Okay. Yeah, I get it now. I remember Hot Fuzz. I know what we're doing. I was just not quite on the ball. Yes, every action has a reaction. A negative action can cause positive outcomes. Positive actions can cause negative outcomes. It's like you help one person, you might be fucking someone else over. Like I said, what's the old saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's not that I'm not saying don't do anything, because everything's fucked. You do need to do what you think is right. But be very wary of people who carry on like they're only doing absolute good and they are the source of absolute good. People like that are usually dangerous. Yes, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost do good movies, honestly. The Cornetto Tetris. I actually love the Alien one they did, with Seth Rogen playing the alien. I think that movie's underrated. It was really funny. I very much enjoyed it. And oh god, Nick Frost. Of course, they do some stuff individually as well. Nick Frost had a series that was about someone who's like a paranormal investigator, and it was pretty good. I'm trying to remember it. Oh yes, Rays, definitely be wary of people who are nothing but negativity. They'll suck the life out of you. I'm sure if I look it up, if I go Nick Frost and maybe just say paranormal. Truth Seekers. See, I knew that'd do it. There's a show called Truth Seekers. There's only one season of it. There may or may not be more down the line, but it's quite good. Simon Pegg is in it. Actually, I was saying later, but Simon Pegg is a peripheral character. Nick Frost is a central character. But if you've not seen it, I think Truth Seekers is worth watching. So, Mike, you're being a Smith song? Heaven knows. But yes, I know. I actually know stuff is actually really tough for you at the moment. And I don't think, see, here's the thing, I don't think you're nothing but negativity. Like you had that buff gay guy really interested in you. Being nothing but negative won't get buff gay guys to go after you. But feeling bad when bad things are happening to you, that's a perfectly acceptable and sane response to actual experiences. Yeah, actually, that's fair, Raise. As you would be jealous from the grave, Micro, that some buff gay dude is inviting you. It is. It's absolutely true. But yeah, it's a balancing act when bad things are happening to you, when you're going through bad shit, and just being completely valid to feel, man, this is fucked. Not being too, yeah, and buff gay dudes tend to not go for never-ending negativity. So I don't think you're negative as much as you think you are. But it's perfectly understandable if you feel down when so many things are going against you. Now, I was saying I had to do a pee break before. I think I really have to do one now. So, Ray, you got told life's like an elastic band. Shit may go down, but shoot back up. We don't appreciate simplicity when it stops swinging. We just get in the middle. Okay, something's flying over quite low. Don't know if it's a helicopter or a plane. Because I'm not that far from Moorabbin Airport, so it could have been a plane. All right, I am. It's only 9. It's not even 9:30. I'm going to hear around for a bit, but I've really got to have a pee. Oh, you know what? I'll put the chickens back again because it's chicken day. Chickens have to have their day. Right. Just trying to get organized here. Chickens, come on, chickens. Make the chickens all sit up. What are you doing, chickens? Yeah, we're missing them all. Let's do this. You can see the chickens. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Jesus, what are you chickens all doing, honestly? All right, I'm just leaving the chickens in charge. I have to have a pee break, a pee break. I desperately need a pee break. Oh. God damn, dude. I really need to pee. All right, chickens, you have done your duty. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Ah, you looked it up. It's police chopper. I was wondering if it was Polair. South. That's me, south of Caulfield Racecourse. Sorry, I like that. The angle of the chicken on the back left makes the other one look like a literal slut. I tell you what, I used to get way more Polair helicopter flyovers when I was in East St Kilda. And even one night when it was flying over, the fucking spotlight was on our yard for a while. That was really disconcerting. It's like, who are they after? And are they actually in our yard? That sounds bad. So yeah, Music Over. I think you spotted that was a Vicpol helicopter, and they were flying fairly low. Put this way, like a little bin over here. Oh, there's some like Tim Smith. I think this little urge to do a little whiskey tasting, just a little one. Special whiskey, special whiskey, special whiskey. I'm going to do these. Do a little taste of 3 very different whiskies. Right, so you all back there. All right, now get some tasting glasses. All right, let's do this. All right. So what's that? Goddamn police chopper did 20 minutes circling the park. You're doing it post and dawn service, yeah. You reckon cops use more drones? That was a full helicopter that was going over me. You reckon the chopper was circling because some guys wanted to bang chicken? Yeah, I mean, honestly, the cops quite regularly abuse their size. Okay, so Hibiki, Japanese whiskey that my pal Alex brought over when he was on a stream with me. And he's a gentleman and a scholar, and he fucking left it here. No, I don't mean he left it. He said, keep it. And I was like, God damn, dude, okay. American Michter's bourbon, small batch, 45% alcohol. What percentage is the Beaky, actually? Probably only 40%. 43%. 43%. 45%. And here we go, left field, 60%. Very high for a whiskey. Cask strength. From a local distiller, Bakery Hill. Okay, let's do some fucking things. Oh, I love just independent spirits from Iowa. Small local distilleries is the way to go. Honestly, they're doing such cool stuff. All right, so this is the Japanese Hibiki whiskey. Not a small distillery, very big distillery. This is a blended whiskey. Now that sounds like a plane going over now. Why is there so much air traffic tonight? Oh man, that is nice. It's like a light honey and flowers. It's just making me think flowers. That's so fucking smooth. That's the thing. You reckon it's the chopper again? Oh man, that's so fucking yummy. Japanese whiskeys can be so smooth. Oh, pears. I was thinking, what fruit does that remind me of? Because it's very fruity. Reminds me of pears. So, Luigi, every 10 years you go out and buy yourself a bottle of 16-year-old scotch, a nice cigar. Fuck yeah. Treat yourself, man. Yeah, cop's really interested in Caulfield for some reason. But I don't know. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay. Warm up the next whiskey. The Bourbon. Michter's Small Batch. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Do they say anything special about this? What do they say? Proud to offer you our small batch bourbon. Michter's tradition, hailing from one of America's first whiskey distilleries. Bourbon's made from highest quality American corn, matured to the peak of perfection in hand-selected charred white oak barrels. It's then further mellowed by our signature filtration. So Michter's Small Batch, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now, this is initially much lighter aroma than the Japanese one. More like golden syrup or molasses or something. All right, so you're drinking. The cops are headed to St Kilda, so they're going Hampton, McKinnon, St Kilda, and using Caulfield as a landmark. Okay, yeah, well, so Michael, you saw a video of a cop in the UK giving a guy a ticket for speeding, and it made you laugh. I know that does seem really fucked up. Ticketing a push bike rider for going too fast seems fucking stupid. Anyway. Yeah, it's definitely more subtle on the nose than the Japanese whiskey. That's a bourbon. You're the actually, laid on the palate's caramel and toffee apple. That's really quite nice. The late taste on that is really good. Music over, you popped a track in the Discord. Oh, okay. So this okay. Music AV to put what did I do then? Yeah, fucking fucked stuff up. In the Discord, Music AV put a thing with the cops going round and round. You want pretzel M&Ms? Damn. Cold brew caramel? What the fuck is cold brew caramel M&Ms? That's wild. I like crunchy M&Ms, or whatever they call them. I think they just call them crunchy. It's like the honeycomb. That's fucking yummy. Okay, that really has the burnt oakiness of the barrel and almost peanuts. That's a good bourbon. That's fucking yummy. I hate peanut M. I'm not fond of peanut M&Ms. But that's a whole thing. And now the final one. This is an Australian whiskey, a very special one. You could. I actually invested in this distillery, Bakery Hill. You could only get this thing, the Prospector's Drop, cask strength version of their double wood single malt, aged 8 years or 7.5 years, distilled in November 2015, bottled in May 2023. There was only 276 bottles in existence. I have bottle number 42, The Meaning of Life, out of 276. 60% ABV, quite high for a whiskey. Lukey, you gave up candy. Very noble of you. This has a sort of nutty honey aroma. Really different to the other two. Peanut brittle. It actually smells like peanut brittle. I tell you what, for 60% ABV, that goes down pretty fucking smooth. It's very warm down here now. Oof. It's really sitting on my tongue. Man, that's fucking yummy. Oh, that's raisins. Raisins soaked in honey. Ah, fucking yum. Look, you're a protein carbs man. See, I'm protein carbs and candy and junk food. Yeah, dude, fucking you buy something that makes you feel good. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a fun little whiskey comparison. Just at the it's not quite the end of the stream. Still going to go for I don't know, half an hour. It's all good in the hood. I think just randomly looking at that. News headlines. Did anything happen in the news? Because I have not been paying attention to the news today. Ah, yes. The Australian brothers who apparently got murdered in Mexico. Violent home invasion in Perth. Damn. What else is going on? Just looking at weird shit in the news. Headlines. Oh, the kids just weird shit about crypto. Crypto's a fucking scam. Not saying I'm not tempted by a scam. Any other interesting? Dire warning for Aussies in apartments. Your life sucks. Headline: Judge retires to consider if Pauline Hanson's a racist. You don't need to retire to consider if Pauline Hanson's a racist. She's a gross, vile, racist piece of shit. But she's currently facing racial vilification. That's slightly different. Bizarre items from airport lost property up for auction. Okay, I think we need to know what's being auctioned at the airport. a jaffle maker, a leaf blower, and a Darth Vader helmet. Just some of the items left behind by passengers at Sydney Airport that are up for auction. More than 2,500 unclaimed option items up for grab. 150 laptops, 300 headphones, 100 phones and tablets. There's a wedding dress, a framed autographed photo of Argentine footballer Lionel Messi, an electric scooter, and a massage table. Perfume and jewelry. Stormtrooper voice-activated helmet and a Darth Vader helmet, as well as a collection of lightsabers. And money raised in the auctions donated to the Harding Miller Education Foundation, which awards 4-year scholarships to high school girls experiencing disadvantage. There you go. Airport has a dedicated team that tries to reunite passengers with their belongings. Last year, it reunited more than 5,000 items with their owners. Okay. That's vaguely interesting. Yeah, Micro, I think those guys may have done stupid stuff in Mexico. Oh, we're talking pork chops now. How did we get onto pork chops? I mean, I'm not big on pork chops, but I sure don't hate pork chops. I like anything that's done well, really. Should plants be given rights? Okay, sure. Young professionals in China are rebelling against work culture by dressing down. Okay. Butcher reveals how to cook steak properly and the best cut of steak to eat. That's very subjective. Danny makes major sexuality reveal, identifies as queer. And then there's another one. I'm straight. Danny Minogue debunks coming out as queer story. And that's in Pink News. Okay, I need to look at what the fuck. Many people, including us, were excited to wake up to news Danny Minogue come out as queer. Press conference at the lesbian show, I kissed a girl. Simply wasn't true. She hasn't come out as queer. She strongly supports and identifies with the queer community. When quizzed about her feelings towards the contestants on I Kissed a Girl, she responded, "You girls are hot. You know it. I love it. I'm here for that." Is that an answer? Responding to a series of Danny Minogue comes out stories. There you go. It's not making an announcement that I'm a lesbian or queer. I'm straight in a long-term hetero relationship. Just down with the fucking queer family, basically. Shake and bake. Loogie, we're not doing long pig. We are not doing long pig. For those who don't know, that's a euphemism for cannibalism. Because pork is regarded as a sweet meat, and apparently human flesh is too. Apparently, human flesh tastes a lot like pork. I say apparently because nobody can prove I've eaten human flesh. And I stand by that. When people say, "Are you a cannibal?" I boldly and forthrightly claim you can't prove it. So that's my position, and I'm sticking to it. Well, okay, there's obviously only one way to know, Micro, but that has been a thought, a meme, whatever we're going to call it, put about for quite a long time. Probably, definitely more than 100 years. But yeah, there's a reference when someone talks about eating long pig, they mean eating human flesh. I don't know. Because I don't eat pork. Ha ha! Jokes, I eat pork. Oh, so here's the thing, Micro. There's a pretty entertaining Australian sort of legal show. Shows about lawyers called Rake, Rake. You can get it on Netflix around the world. It's quite entertaining. Person who inspired it, and it was a real person who inspired the character in the show Rake. The real person's a piece of shit. But one of the storylines is the central character, the lawyer, defending a guy. They're trying to prosecute for cannibalism, but there's no actual cannibalism laws on the books. And he's got a signed thing from the person who wanted this person was going to commit suicide and then wanted this guy to eat bits of him, and has a signed thing saying that. And so they have a court case of, can you prosecute this guy for anything? Because he didn't kill anyone. And the person who he did eat signed a thing saying, I want him to eat me when I'm dead. It's weird. Loogie, your state sandwich is the pork fritter in Indiana. Okay, I would legit, if someone put a thing in front of me saying that's a pork fritter sandwich, I'm like, well, I'm having some of that. I would absolutely have some of it. Are we all talking ourselves into being hungry? I'm not actually hungry, even though we're talking about food and stuff I like. I'm not feeling hungry. Well, see, that was the whole thing in the court case, that people were affronted and terrified and said, this guy has to be prosecuted because he ate human flesh. But there were no laws on the books saying you can't eat human flesh, because they always assumed it would involve murder or something. But all the parties involved consented. And so it's like, well, what can you charge him with? Yeah. And yeah, no, he didn't murder. It's all the thing. Did you just look up the pork fritter? Okay, is that thing. Okay, so I clearly need to look up a pork fritter. Let me see. Pork fritter. Pork fritter. Grandma's pan-fried pork fritters. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's actually ground pork that's fried. Oh, God. And there's also Spam-like cans of stuff called pork fritters. Oh, so they're fried. So it's like ground pork meat coated in something and fried. I'm fucking down for that. I'm just absolutely 100% down for that. Loogie, those are the ways of Indiana. Ground pork coated in whatever and deep fried. Micro, there's a guy in Japan, had some accidents, cut fingers off, took them home and cooked them. No, nothing saying you can't eat yourself. Well, that's a whole other thing. And there have definitely been some very weird cases in Japan with cannibalism, including one guy who was definitely a murderer and got let off because he killed and ate someone in Germany and was brought back to Japan, and the Japanese authorities promised to prosecute him and they didn't. And he was actually like going on talk shows as like some sort of celebrity. Fucked up shit, man. But yeah, who the fuck is going to prosecute you for eating a bit of yourself? I don't think that's going to work. I'm also not recommending it. I'm not recommending anyone chop off bits of themselves and eat it. That's a bad idea. That's terrible. I hate that idea. I feel bad thinking about it. But I don't know what crime you're going to be charged with for that. I love country fried steak, actually. No. Oh man, I had that in the US, country fried steak. Mine. I am fucking down for a country fried steak. Hell yeah, Lukey, I'm going to come to Indiana and eat very bad foods with you. Fry that shit up, and I'm going to eat it. Absolutely. I'm also going to try and place this on a map because my geography knowledge is extraordinarily bad. So I want to look up Indiana on a map. It's next to Illinois. Oh, so you're just below Chicago and Michigan. So you're right up there towards the Canadian border. Or I guess you're a little bit away from the Canadian border. You're next to Ohio, Illinois, Wisconsin, and to the south you got Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee. Oh, wow. That's a really interesting fucking... Okay. So you're east of the Midwest and you're north of the South. So I feel like you maybe got bits of all of that. The Midwest and the South. All right. But damn, my geography knowledge is bad. A small state. Middle of the country's famous for fried food. Nothing else to do but fry food. I'm going nuts. I need something. I'm going to make some food. Oh, Lugia. So you're the crossroads. Well, that's what I was looking. I was like, you're like near the Midwest states, but you wouldn't count as Midwest. And you're near the Southern states, but you wouldn't count as Southern. That's it. The crossroads of the USA. That makes absolutely sense. Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm picking up what you're laying down. That's all good in the hood. I know I'm closing my windows to have pork fritters and a map of Indiana. Oof. Struggling mums done by Woolworth workers. Unbelievable checkout act. Oh. Why is the Yarra River brown? Because it's full of shit? Just guessing. That's it. Trump media's accounting firm charged with massive fraud. Who knew Trump would be involved with fraudulent companies? So, man, there's just like no track record of Trump being involved with fraudulent businesses. I love this as a headline. The way we work is fundamentally broken. How do we fix it? I wonder what that's addressing. Apple and Google up against Fortnite creator Epic Games in legal battle. Oh dear. Busy Phillips. What sort of a name is Busy? I feel like I'm meant to know who that is, and I don't. It's all weird. Spooky spectre sighting west of Sydney. Okay, fair enough. Tourists visiting Hobart warned to stay away from popular 700 kilogram seal. Good Lord. I think I would give a 700 kilogram seal a lot of space. Good Lord. That's a whole thing. You were looking up popularity of Trump v. Biden. 46-45. Personal. Yeah, but none of that shit tells you how people are actually going to vote. It's very up in the air. I kind of don't trust anyone who thinks they can predict what's going to happen. I feel like it's really all up in the air. But, you know, what the fuck? Who fucking knows what's going to happen? Drinking a water from melted ice. Oh, I think I need to... Mrs. Angry puts the orange peel in her hot chocolate in the morning. I feel like I need to put something flavorful in it. This maybe? One of my liqueurs that I have made. I don't even know which one it is. One of them's a whiskey liqueur, and one of them is a brandy liqueur, I think. See, I just make shit and don't label it, and then I forget what the fuck it is. It is interesting no one's got 50%. It's... Yeah. And honestly, I'm on board with that, with people saying these are shit candidates. It's like, yeah, the two-party system is some broken bullshit. What are you gonna do? I mean, like, it's beyond the control of mere plebs like us. Oh my god, that's so fucking yummy. Have I ever mentioned, I think I make really yummy things. Do all these experiments and make various liqueurs and syrups and tinctures, and broadly, they're fucking good. Fucking yum. Yeah, it's I think the politics in the US is more polarized and more shit and more fucked up than here. But this idea that we have to be choosing between these ideologies that are here and here, and there's no alternative outside of these two choices is fucking stupid. My orange liqueur. Not any blood orange liqueur. Put a little bit of that in. I feel like I haven't tasted this for a while. Another yummy thing I made. Blood orange liqueur. Test that. That actually tastes like oranges. It's yummy. Oh, nice. Your cat likes the window ledge. My cat likes the heating vents in the floor. Now that we've reached the time of the year when we've turned the heater on, Shadow loves to lie on the heating vents where very gentle warm air comes up. Orange liqueur is not such great drinking on its own, like the brandy and whiskey liqueurs are, but it's really good in a cocktail. Anyway, look, that's 2 hours on a Saturday night. And I think that's enough for me. I have greatly appreciated everyone's company tonight. And I hope anyone watching has enjoyed the bants, the chat, the carries-ons tonight. It's been a chill night, and I have enjoyed it. So I hope you're looking after yourself wherever you are. And see you again sometime soon. And look after yourself in the meantime.